I just thought I would share with you guys a little bit of a struggle that I'm having. I feel like it's a common thing. I just feel like I'm not good enough. And it's probably because I consume way too much content and I see all these people that are incredible, incredible creators. And I'm like, I don't measure up, you know? I'm not good enough to do this, to be in this space. But I have 3 questions that came to mind while I was in a particular state of squalor. I don't know if that's even the correct, I was going through it, okay? I don't know if you guys are religious, but I'm very religious. I love God. And the first question I had was, why would you insult the talents that God has given you by saying that you're not good enough? A more helpful approach to this would be, I don't know, maybe practicing the talents that he's given you and trying to change and become better and developing and flexing those muscles that he's blessed you with. Another question I started asking myself is, am I shooting enough? Am I practicing enough? Am I flexing my muscles enough to get better? And the answer is probably no. I shoot a lot. I am a full-time videographer for a digital marketing agency, and so I shoot a lot of stuff throughout my week, but just shooting enough, I feel like, isn't enough. When you're at those shoots, are you trying to improve? Are you taking note of what things went wrong after shoots? Are you taking note of things that you could have done better? Are you taking the time when you set up to actually make sure your shots look as good as they can within the allotted time? You know, sometimes I know that's not always possible. And that leads to my second question is, are you just going through the motions? When you're a videographer and you have all kinds of clients, sometimes you get stuck in this loop where you just go through the motions and you're not really thinking about the things you're creating. You're just kind of set up, go. You've done it so many times, you don't think about it. And it's probably a good thing if you're able to get good results without really thinking about it. But sometimes, you know, things get missed if you just go through the motion and don't try to improve on the things that you know you need to improve on. I mean, I remember so many times at the start of my job when I was just going through the motions where I would like forget to set my white balance just because I was on autopilot and, you know, wasn't really, I didn't really care about the content I was creating, you know. Medicare companies isn't exactly the most exciting form of content. So I guess the point of this video is just take accountability for your own growth. If you're feeling like you're in a place where you're not good enough and you need to improve as a creator, don't just sit there and wallow in pity. Go out, take accountability for your lack of growth, and start making some progress. Start taking actionable steps towards becoming better. What are some of those steps? I guess you could, you know, start a YouTube channel, start making content. It's a great way to express myself creatively outside of work, because I can't always do it at work. Don't just sit and watch content all day long. Just get up and use your camera. Set up a lighting setup in your room and try to make something ordinary look really cool. Something that you're used to passing by every day, like this area for me, and try to make it look decent. Obviously, I waited way too long because I got off work late, went to the gym, and the sun was pretty much set, and there's so many clouds that the sun didn't really, it just disappeared behind them when it went down. So right now I have my trusty little tube light keeping me lit up while I finish this video. But if you're going through that stuff, I get it. I'm there all the time in the valley of despair, trying to claw my way out. Take accountability for your learning, man. You're the only one that can make you better. So get up off of that thing. I know watching YouTube is great, and I'm gonna encourage you to watch the rest of my videos. But don't forget to go out and make stuff for yourself, because it can get really easy to just get stuck in this loop of watch all these amazing creators and never improve yourself. So, rad. Anyway, I wanted to test this new piece of gear. This is a little wireless follow focus, and I can finally use my anamorphic lenses away from my camera because I can change the focus. And I'm probably not gonna be back in focus because my monitor's not big enough, but we'll get it as close as possible. And I will say like and subscribe. I appreciate the support, and thanks for clicking on this video. See y'all in the next one.